Well, there's outrage in Maharashtra over a circular issued by the state government on what constitutes sedition. So now, actually, if you say something against the government, you could be booked for sedition. The order is the result of the Bombay High Court's intervention earlier this year, which had set up guidelines on the matter. The problem is that the government circular states that any words, signs or representations will be treated as seditious if they are against a representative of the government. The opposition has called it undemocratic. Well, has the state government gone too far? There's also a lot of confusion about this circular as well. M.N. Singh, the former police commissioner of Mumbai, joining us tonight. Aseem Trivedi is the cartoonist and activist who was arrested under sedition charges some years back, and it was actually his case that prompted the Bombay High Court to take up this matter earlier this year in March. We've got senior advocate of the Supreme Court, Sanjay Hegde, also joining us tonight. So Sanjay Hegde, let me ask you first, how are we to understand this circular? Because it's a circular, it's not law, or is it an interpretation of the law? What does it mean?
See, circulars may not be enacted law, but they help the department, whether it's the income tax department or the police, as to how to understand the law. That's a guideline. So essentially, the circular has told the local SHO or somebody below him as to how to deal with any complaints of sedition that come to him. The problem with the circular is it is so widely worded, it has absolutely no reference to the law of sedition as laid down by the Supreme Court way back in the 1960s, where the Supreme Court has said, look, you have the statute there, but not all words constitute sedition, not all disaffection constitutes sedition. It's only when there is an incitement to violence and violence with a view to overthrow the established government, that is when sedition is warranted. The Bombay High Court rightly had, in Aseem's case, asked the Maharashtra government, please lay down some guidelines so that your people can understand what the law is.
And this is what the circular says. It says that words, signs or representations will be treated as seditious if they are against a representative of the government.
This is there have been people who have been trying to attempt to defend this, saying that this is bad translation from the original in Marathi, but the problem is that if you give the policeman a long rope, he will use it to hang you.
I get Mr. M.N. Singh in on that. Sir, how do you look at this entire controversy, which has actually been debated for the last couple of days in Mumbai? How do you think the police would be looking at this, certainly?
Well, Nidhi, this circular is an administrative instruction to the field level police officers when it comes to registration of an offence under section 124A, that is the sedition, how they should go about it. Now, this addition of these words, representatives of the government, is an extrapolation of the existing law. Section 124A of the Indian Penal Code nowhere mentions the word representatives of the government. It is totally a total extrapolation of the law. It's beyond the scope of what is mentioned in the Indian Penal Code, and therefore this circular will not stand the judicial scrutiny, and if somebody takes it to the court, it will be immediately scrapped. But I think it is illegal, yes. It is also unwarranted, and it is unjustified. Legally it is not tenable.
Those are strong words from you, sir, but the question is that until it is challenged, and I think it probably will be, is it therefore, a dangerous circular in the sense that, for the police in Mumbai then, or in Maharashtra then, to interpret this in any which way? Until it's challenged, it can be interpreted in a million different ways, isn't it?
I know it can be misinterpreted. It has already been misinterpreted by the government itself. What to talk of police officers? But let me tell you, now considering the fact that there is a lot of opposition and hue and cry over this circular, I am sure the government will have a relook at it and make suitable amends.
I want to ask Aseem Trivedi, who is at the center of this entire row, because Aseem, आपको arrest किया गया था कुछ साल पहले on this charge of sedition. Will you go and challenge this in court? आपने सोचा इसके बारे में?
अभी सोचा नहीं, लेकिन मुझे लगता है कि हमेशा ये नौबत क्यों आती है कि हम सोचे कि कोर्ट में कोई चैलेंज करेगा तभी सरकार सुधार करेगी। जैसा कि संजय जी ने कहा, सिंह साहब ने कहा, सुनते ही पता लगता है कि कुछ ऐसा है जो एकदम अजीब हो गया है। तो क्या सरकार को खुद पीछे नहीं आना चाहिए और अपनी गलती नहीं माननी चाहिए कि बड़ी मिस्टेक नहीं है, और जब तक कोई कोर्ट में नहीं जाएगा फिर से 1 साल मुकदमा नहीं चलेगा और वो बोलेंगे फिर से गाइडलाइन बनाओ, और ये डिसीजन में मार्च में आया था, 6 महीने बाद ये गाइडलाइन आई है, तो क्या 1.5-2 साल तक का प्रोसेस तो फिर भी लग जाएगा। तो क्या ये काम सरकार को खुद नहीं करना चाहिए? क्यों हमेशा सुप्रीम कोर्ट का इंतजार किया जाता है कि 66A के मामले में वो बीच में आएंगे और बोलेंगे कि लीगल है, या फिर इस बारे में सरकार को कहेंगे गाइडलाइंस जारी करो, अब दोबारा फिर कोई कोर्ट में जाए और वहां पर जाके पूरा प्रोसीजर हो और वो कहे कि गाइडलाइन में सुधार करो और तब वो करे। क्या सरकार की खुद जिम्मेदारी नहीं है कि एकदम ऑब्वियस है कि देखते ही लग रहा है कि कुछ बहुत अजीब सा हो गया है, कहीं कोई गलती हुई है, अगर ये साजिश नहीं है तो कोई बड़ी गलती है और उसको तुरंत सुधार होना चाहिए। मेरे ख्याल से जरूरी नहीं कि कोई कोर्ट में जाए और पूरा लीगल प्रोसेस हो, ये डेमोक्रेसी की कमजोरी है कि हमें सब इस तरह सोचना पड़ रहा है, हर बात के लिए कोर्ट जाना पड़ता है।
जब आपको अरेस्ट किया था, इट वॉज अंडर द प्रीवियस गवर्नमेंट, ये तब तो बीजेपी की सरकार नहीं थी महाराष्ट्र में, तब तो कांग्रेस की सरकार थी। 2012 की बात है जब आपने ये अन्ना हजारे के प्रोटेस्ट में वो कार्टून्स बनाए थे। सो इट इज नॉट लाइक एनी पॉलिटिकल पार्टी हैज नॉट मिसयूज दिस, ये तो कांग्रेस ने भी मिसयूज किया है, नहीं?
हाँ बिल्कुल, और
आपके केस में तो यही हुआ।
बिल्कुल यही होगा। और अब जो परिभाषा आके आई है उसमें तो पार्षद, नगर सेवक, सांसद, विधायक, किसी के खिलाफ भी आप कुछ लिखते हैं तो कोई भी इसको आराम से मिसयूज कर सकता है और किसी को भी अंदर करा सकता है। और दूसरी बात है कि अभी के हालात में जब फ्री स्पीच के हालात इतने खराब है इस देश में, किसी राइटर को मारा जा रहा है तो कोई हमेशा के लिटरेचर छोड़ रहा है, और फ्रीडम ऑफ स्पीच को अजीब तरह से नेशनलिज्म से जोड़ के देखा जा रहा है, तो क्या सेडिशन को भी फ्री स्पीच से जोड़ देना कि बहुत सारे और मायने नहीं है? अगर ये सेडिशन नहीं भी है तो गलती से क्या एक बहुत बड़ी भूल नहीं है कि जो फ्री स्पीच को नेशनल और एंटी नेशनल 2 दायरे में बांट देगी, और सारे के सारे लोग जो लिख रहे हैं, बोल रहे हैं, चाहे वो जर्नलिस्ट हैं, चाहे वो राइटर हैं, चाहे वो आर्टिस्ट हैं, या तो नेशनलिस्ट होंगे या वो एंटी नेशनलिस्ट होंगे। जो अभी दौर चल रहा है, जो गवर्नमेंट चल रही है, जो कुछ चल रहा है, इस सब के बीच में ये डिसीजन क्या जानबूझ के नहीं तो क्या गलती से ही बहुत सारे नए मायने लेके नहीं आता है। तो क्या मेरे ख्याल से बहुत जरूरी है कि इस गलती को तुरंत सुधार किया जाए जितना जल्दी से जल्दी हो सके, क्योंकि मुझे लगता है गवर्नमेंट की रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी होनी चाहिए यहाँ पहले से ही कि फ्री स्पीच के बारे में लोगों को कन्विंस करने की कोशिश करें जैसे हालात हैं। और अभी
brief intervention, what he is basically saying is that there is a chilling effect on free speech which has become more and more evident over these years, and especially over the last couple of years. You have to be careful before you decide to open your mouth. That seems to be the atmosphere.
Okay, so Sanju Verma, let me ask you this. I didn't deliberately ask Priyanka before coming to you because then you can say it's a political attack. But you've heard from 3 non-political people on the panel, including Mr. M.N. Singh, who's been a former police commissioner of Mumbai, who understands the law, Sanjay Hegde, who's a senior Supreme Court advocate, Asim Trivedi, who's been jailed under sedition. And as M.N. Singh said, it is illegal, it is unwarranted and would not stand legal scrutiny. Will the state government withdraw this circular?
Nidhi, as things stand now, the moot point to be noted is that sedition law has been in existence since 1870. It's a colonial legacy that we've inherited. What the circular post August 27th tries to do is simply to ensure that there is no ambiguity in application of the sedition law in Maharashtra. Because as Sanjay Hegde very rightly said, the Bombay High Court asked the state government, the Fadnavis government, to ensure that there are proper limitations and certain parameters that are put in place so that respective station officers or police officers do not arbitrarily apply the law. So I think instead of raising a stink and raising a hullabaloo, the point to be noted is that the government of the day, the Maharashtra government, needs to be applauded for trying its level best in good faith with a bona fide intention to ensure that there is no ambiguous and arbitrary application of the sedition law. And coming to what Asim Trivedi said, he spoke of freedom of expression.
You have just expanded the scope of the section by that circular.
It is the most
sedition was against the state. Now you've made it against individuals. I can't say that the Chief Minister of Maharashtra is wrong. If I say that, it could be sedition.
A lot of us would be behind. But Sanju Verma, it is a very ambiguously worded circular.
First of all, let me tell you very clearly, I do not think it is ambiguously worded because the basic definition of the sedition law continues to remain as status quo. And, let us not get into the legal technicalities. As you and me, as laymen understand it, sedition is anything which is a crime against the elected government of the state. And by saying crime, I do not.
So you're saying exactly. How is it a crime to? How is it a crime if somebody says something against an elected government?
I'm talking of treason. I'm talking of
No, but
please.
how are
Madam,
legal
Madam,
technicalities
I am
not
saying-
important?
Here
I
of
am
treason,
saying
do
that
not
the government
trivialize
of
the
Maharashtra
issue.
is wrong.
I said
Is
dissent
that
is
sedition?
welcome. Debate is welcome. Criticism is
saying-
One
welcome.
second, one second.
But not incitement of discontent with the aim of creating rebellion against the elected government of the day.
I will
Please
just
read
read out the
very
circular to you
carefully.
if you have a
It
doubt.
does not overturn the established procedure with respect
One
to
second,
sedition
legal,
law.
you can't say legal
It only
technicalities
talks about
are
the
not important. Of
applicability
course
of the
they
same.
are. Words, signs or representations will be treated as seditions
But the
if they are
basic
against the
definition has not
representative
been
of the
overturned,
government.
Nidhi. The basic definition has not been overturned.
Why
The
has
government
this,
is not
so why has this
outlisting the basic
definition changed in
It
the
says
circular?
Dissent is welcome, deliberations are welcome. But arbitrary application of the law is not acceptable. Please read the circular. Arbitrary and ambiguous application
So
of the
Mr.
law
MN
is
Singh,
a strict no. That is precisely
who
what
has spent
the
decades of
Maharashtra
service
government
in the
circular
police
entails.
force, Sanju Verma, Mr. MN Singh, who has spent so many decades in the police force, has been an eminent officer, is he wrong when he calls this circular illegal and unwarranted? Is he wrong?
Nidhi, he is obviously entitled to his viewpoint. I mean, we have tremendous amount of respect for him. But at this point in time, what I'm trying to tell you is that this debate certainly does not exist if you are trying to levy an allegation against the government wanting to overturn the basic definition. No. In fact, you should applaud the government for trying to ensure that the ambiguity in the law is something that will not be acceptable. And the district law officer, his approval has to be taken before the relevant station officer can slap a sedition charge against anyone. So, that is something that you need to highlight. Even if a station officer or a police officer feels that a seditious charge can be slapped, he or she has to
I
take
just want to
the
know how you
relevant
define
approval of the
seditious.
district law officer.
Because your
So there are
circular
checks and
leaves it
balances
vague.
in place.
Your
There are
circular
checks and
leaves it
balances in
vague.
place.
Your circular leaves it vague. And
No,
Priyanka
there are checks and
Chaturvedi,
balances in place. The
Chaturvedi,
circular
the
does
point
not leave
is
it
that
vague.
this whole charge of sedition against Asim, for instance, came under the Congress NCP government. So how can the Congress and the NCP today turn around and point fingers at the NDA and say that they are being draconian? It was slapped on him during your time.
No, Nidhi, there are a couple of things we need to understand. What happened during our time and the lessons that we learned from that particular episode should become the precedent for the coming government, the government.
So
which
the
is in
arrest of
power
Asim
right
was a
now.
mistake?
We would have expected
The arrest of Asim Trivedi under sedition was a mistake?
I wouldn't say it was a mistake. I would clearly say the atmosphere at that point of time warranted an arrest.
So you're
but
saying the
we
same
have been
thing.
proven
You
wrong
were
by
threatened
the
by
High Court.
cartoons. The
Please
state
allow me
government
to
of
speak.
Maharashtra was
please
threatened
allow
by
me to speak.
cartoons.
Nidhi,
How are you different from
Nidhi,
what
let
the
me
BJP is
complete
saying
my
today?
Point. Nidhi, please allow me to complete my point. I have said the atmosphere at that particular point of time, there could have been reasons why an arrest like that was made. And again, the courts have given us reasons to believe that maybe we were not right at that particular point of time and has asked us to set guidelines. Now, when you have a BJP in power, when you have a different government in power, we would have expected them to set up guidelines which would be free and fair and would not be so vague and open-ended that it could lead to some more arrests being made under the same charges. When Ms. Verma speaks today, she clearly shows how intolerant the Bharatiya Janata Party is to the idea of free speech, to the idea of criticism, to the idea of having a differing point of view, and various incidents that have happened over the year and a half.
Please remember 25th
also
June
goes to
1975.
prove that they have. Please, oh my God.
Do you remember
I'm
25th
sorry,
June
Ms. Verma,
1975?
you have to. You
remember
have to
25th
allow
June
others to
1975?
One second.
Yes,
One at a
I
time.
do remember, and I
25th
also
June
remember,
1975.
and no, Miss Verma,
Or you're
I do
suffering from
remember
selective
1975,
amnesia.
and let me
You're
remind
suffering
you,
from selective amnesia.
let me also remind you,
You don't seem
after
to.
losing
You
that
seem to be
election
suffering from
once, we
selective
have
amnesia.
emphatically come back to
25th
power
June
again and again.
Okay, one second. I'm going to take this back to Mr. MN
True
Singh.
spirit
Because
of
that's the only way.
democracy.
You banned the
Please
Da
allow
Vinci
me-
Code.
Okay,
You banned the Da Vinci Code in 2006.
Oh God.
One second,
No,
You're talking of
one
us
second,
being
ladies.
insolvent.
Okay, I'm
You
bringing
banned the
everyone's
Da Vinci
mic
Code.
down. I'm going to MN Singh. I'm going back to
banned
MN Singh.
Jaswant
Mr. Singh, in this day and age, why do we still need a law on sedition? I think that's also another question. I'm sure it has its uses, or maybe it doesn't. But you would know best, sir, along with Sanjay here, why is this law even there? Because it is open to misuse and misinterpretation, or do we need it?
Well, yes, that's a very pertinent question, Nidhi. In fact, as somebody said that this is the legacy of the British Raj, this Indian Penal Code was enacted and this provision was inserted to safeguard the interest of the of the colonial rule. And now, after we became an independent nation, I think this provision should have been dropped, and I feel that it is not needed at all. Now, coming to this, actually this whole thing is being given a political twist. It's not a question of BJP government or Congress NCP government and all that. Let me make it very clear here. Now, what the High Court wanted is that the government should lay down the guidelines, because the police had acted wrongly and hastily in arresting somebody when this incident happened some time ago. Now, the guidelines, instead of laying down the guidelines, what the government has done wrongly is that they have tried to redefine the law of sedition and reinterpret it and add, and they have made some additions by adding the words "the representatives of the government." There is no mention of this representative of the government in this section 124A. Now, they should have only set out the guidelines as to, if a complaint like this comes or if such incident happens, how should the police record an FIR, how should they proceed with the arrest matters and release matters and all that. That is the guideline which was needed, and not a reinterpretation of the law. Somebody in the ministry has been over enthusiastic and has added certain things which is totally against the law, and I am sure it will not stand the scrutiny of the law. Coming to the earlier issue of whether we need this law at all, I am of the opinion that no, this law has been seldom used and has been often wrongly used, and it doesn't go with the democratic norms and ethos of this independent India. I think this is something, the legacy of the British Raj should be better discarded. If you ask me for my opinion, though I am not a politician and a police officer, but this is redundant.
Yes, and very important point, Sanjay, there, because MN
yes,
Singh, they're
saying... I do stand by that.
Yeah, and you know, one is, he's saying there's been a reinterpretation of the law here, which is against the law, as he sees this particular action.
Absolutely.
And that the sedition law itself, in today's 21st century democratic India, we need to look at it and ask whether we need it.
Yeah, why look at MN Singh and Sanjay Hegde? Long ago, Pandit Nehru said, take again section 124A of the IPC. So far as I am concerned, that particular section is highly objectionable and obnoxious, and it should have no place both for practical and historical reasons in any bodies of law that we may pass. The sooner we get rid of it, the better. Pandit Nehru died over 50 years ago. We are still stuck with it. The problem is that every government likes to have that sword of sedition in its hand and then decide, oh, this you speak a bit too much, you look seditious to me. This particular section has no place. It is there, available for abuse by all and sundry, and all governments do it.
Exactly.
It's high time that everybody says, fine, this law is defunct, has no place in a democracy. Dissent is the soul of democracy. And if I cannot call my elected representative what I wish to be, what I wish to call them, then I don't think I'm living in a democratic country.
Sanju Verma, take on that criticism and the points MN Singh and Sanjay Hegde both raised.
Yeah, Nidhi, you know, I have tremendous respect for both Mr. Hegde and MN Singh, but I think Sanjay Hegde has tried to trivialize the issue. The Supreme Court, in the famous case of Kedarnath versus the state of Bihar in 1961, upheld the constitutional validity of the sedition law under Chapter 6 of the Constitution. And Mr. Sanjay Hegde should know this better than even
Can I
do,
quote Kedarnath to you right
luminary.
now?
Again,
Sanju, please listen to what Kedarnath says.
He wants to quote from that
I have
judgment.
written on Kedarnath, so let me quote it to you.
Reasonable restrictions under the Constitution.
The provisions of the section read as a whole, I am reading from the Supreme Court.
Public order, morality and health.
The sections aim at rendering penal only such activities as would be intended or have tendency to create disorder or public peace by resort to violence. If I tell people
not sedition.
Get
criticism is welcome.
Then you can be charged under sedition.
If I tell people overthrow this government by force of arms, then it would be sedition. Otherwise, no. That is what the Supreme Court has said. Let me illustrate it to you. I have also said, like in Kashmir, for instance, if there is a cricket match going on, and somebody is shouting "Jeetega bhai jeetega, Pakistan jeetega," that is not sedition. But on the other hand, if he says Kashmir banega Pakistan, that is sedition.
Look at the social
that
media,
is the difference.
amount of trolling that happens. of the current government, you will be surprised. This government is very tolerant, but I think you need to see the glass.
Sanju, were you
half
living
full,
under a
not
rock
glass
when
half
UPA was in
full.
power? Were you
You're
living under
seeing
some
it as the
kind of a
glass half
rock?
empty.
What is she even talking about?
You're looking at it as the glass half empty, Mr. Hegde.
I
We
am
are talking of sedition. We are not talking of dissent and debate.
She's
Please
talking
do
about
not
sedition
confuse
just
the two.
because
I am
of
talking
government
about
and power.
sedition. Maharashtra has a long tradition. Lokmanya Tilak was tried for sedition.
Sanju, the point is the circular basically says if you criticize a representative of the government, it's sedition. That's what the circular says. And as MN Singh and Sanjay Hegde have been trying to say, it's a reinterpretation of the law which is illegal.
Inciting rebellion. It says with the aim of inciting.
No, it doesn't. I have it.
does not
I have
say
it right
so.
here in front of
The
me.
aim of inciting rebellion.
It very clearly says
read
words,
the
sign or
circular.
representations
Please
will
read
be treated as
between the
seditious
lines.
if they're against a representative of the
It's a
government.
massive circular with
clearly
many
saying
clauses,
that trolling is
sub-clauses. I'm
sedition.
sure you've not read the entire circular.
Criticism
Please
is
go back
sedition.
and read the
I
circular
think
at leisure
she
and then let's
speaks a
debate.
mind of what Bharatiya Janata
Let's
Party
debate after
really
you
feels
read the
about
circular.
freedom of
All right,
speech.
I'm going to give the last word to Aseem and then I'm going to have a long glass of water. Yes, tall glass of water.
मुझे लगता है कि जब मुंबई हाईकोर्ट ने कहा गाइडलाइंस जारी करने के लिए तो पर्पस था कि इसका मिसयूज ना हो पाए, पर अभी तो एकदम उद्देश्य बदल गया है। अभी तो इन्होंने उसकी परिभाषा को इतना फैला दिया है कि उसका दायरा इतना बढ़ गया है किसी को भी उसमें बुक किया जा सकता है। कुछ दिन पहले जो हालात 66A की वजह से थे वही मेरे ख्याल से इसकी वजह से बन जाएंगे, लेकिन वहां पे सजा 3 साल की थी, यहाँ पे लाइफ सेंटेंस है। यहाँ पे आपके ऊपर ठप्पा लग जाता है कि आप देशद्रोही हैं, न केवल कानूनी नुकसान है बल्कि सामाजिक नुकसान भी बहुत सारे हैं। तो क्या ये बहुत बड़ी जिम्मेदारी नहीं है कि ऐसा सुनिश्चित करना कि इसका मिसयूज ना हो पाए? तो वो गलती से हुआ है, साजिश से हुआ है, कैसे भी हुआ है, उसको डिफेंड करने की कोशिश की जा रही है कि और जबकि सेडिशन साफ साफ जो ये गाइडलाइंस आई हैं ऐसा दिखा रही हैं कि देश का मतलब देश की सरकार, तो ऐसा बिल्कुल नहीं है। देश का मतलब हमारे देश की सरकार, हमारे
लेकिन
प्रतिनिधि
मुझे
नहीं
लगता
है।
है जिस तरह what we've been talking is that अगर ये कोर्ट में वापस जाएगा, I think it will be struck down. The question is who's going to take the
Why require people to go to court? If you make a mistake, please withdraw it.
सरकार क्यों होनी चाहिए कोर्ट? ये ऐसा क्यों है
But-
कि एक
but
जनता
that's the
और
way it is.
ऐसा लगता है जनता और सरकार के बीच में एक मैच चल रहा है और कोर्ट एक रेफरी की तरह खड़ा है, जबकि ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए। सरकार तो जनता के लिए होनी चाहिए, तो कोर्ट ही हमेशा क्यों कहेगा कि इसको ठीक करो या फिर इसको हटाओ या फिर ये गाइडलाइंस लाओ?
All right, well, interesting debate. Thank you very much to all of you for joining us, and may I recommend this glass of water to all of you tonight. It's been quite an intense debate on both the subjects this evening. See you all tomorrow. Good night.